Alright guys, I have found something that's pretty nasty, to say the least. Upon playing with, upon, I forgot about something that I forgot when I was playing around with the gear sets. I forgot that there was a certain gear set that did something that was pretty cool, and I totally forgot about this, and now it's given me an idea with an explosive build that could possibly be really, really nasty against people, against anything, really. Let me just set this stream up real quick. It's interesting. This discovery that I mean, I probably should have known this, but I wasn't really thinking of it. But now that I know about it, this changes the game a big time, because now I can do things a lot more frequently than, even more frequently than, what do you call it? Hardwired. Just gonna set this up really quick. I'm not gonna be on here for very long, because I got a bunch of stuff to do. But this came to I was just playing around with something and I had to come on here and show. It'll be a quick setup here. If my PC cooperates. Come on. Come on. I have a Ryzen, I think it's a Ryzen 7. It's pretty quick. But, let's get this going. I'm trying it here because I want to show you real quick what I'm planning to do. This gave me so many ideas, and I bet you it's going to give you ideas as well, because you, like me, you probably weren't thinking about this either when we were talking about our little shock traps. So let me just get this going. When we were talking. Okay, sorry, I had my volume up. Alright, so let me just show you what I'm talking about first. So I have decided, it doesn't matter which trap you use can use the shrapnel trap or the shock trap, but for this demonstration I want to show the shrapnel trap. Something that I have been playing around with, and I should have thought about this sooner, because I can do things a lot faster this way. Gotta test this out on good. Come on, buddy. Come down here. And no, this isn't a glitch, by the way. This is totally legit way of using this. Okay, big guys take no problem to take down. They're pretty quick to die. So And now remember, I'm using gunner, but I put rigger on. I put the backpack for rigger on because I thought of something. I was like, shock trap. So let's test it out. I know it works for the shrapnel. Let's make sure it works for the shock as well. And it doesn't matter if they touch it either. If they touch it just a couple of times, it doesn't matter. This isn't about spamming shock traps all over the place, by the way, just so you know. This is a legit way of using this gear set. See, I can bring it back and I can put it right back out. Okay, now we have some ideas, because now we can do something really nasty. And we can stay healed without having to worry about that 10-second hardwired cooldown. Remember, I was using hardwired before because it was really quick. This is actually quicker. This is way quicker than hardwired ever thought of being. Because I can throw this trap. I can throw this trap out. And even if they step through it, as long as they don't destroy every one of these, I can literally just go like this, and it'll come right back. And then I can throw it right back out again if I need more heals. Now I need to figure out what skill I want to use as my secondary, because I don't need to use that. I could just use like something like this, just to be annoying, really. Because I've already got my heals dealt with now. At a point where I can just use them use that thing at will. Never really thought about that. Well, no, this is where I can bring this in. Not too much. So remember I told you, I don't know if you saw this or you're just coming in, but remember I showed you the, you know, I use hardwired for the shock trap and stuff. Well, I wasn't thinking about this, so I decided to do, pull out rigger, and upon doing that I forgot that you could do this and bring your traps back. Right? I can do that with the shrapnel trap too. As long as they don't destroy every single shrapnel trap, which they usually don't, I can bring it right back instantly with rigger. I forgot about that. So it's actually even faster than hardwired, like way faster. Now there is the odd time where it doesn't come back, but it's not very frequent that happens. But this would definitely speed up the process of getting your heals and putting people in place. Or if you're using the shrapnel trap, you could kill those bosses really quick if you just keep, like, let them step on a couple of them, take it away, and then throw it right back on top of them. Let them step on a couple, take it away. You could probably kill you could kill humans really quick if you could do that. If you can, and I know you could do that because it works. This is not the same though. I don't want this to get confused, because this is a legit way of using rigger. The other way that you're seeing on YouTube is people that are able to make more than one trap. I don't know if they fixed that or not, but this isn't that. This is just being able to bring your skill back because it's not dead, right? It's like if I put a drone out, for example, and it's like 3/4 of the way dead. If I break it, it'll come right back instantly and I can use it again. So this is actually a legit way of using shock and shrapnel traps without, you know, creating 50,000 shock traps all over the place. That's actually a glitch, and I don't like that shit. So, but I had this thought. I was going through my stuff. That's good, but this is great, because this is really great, because now I can actually use rigger and it's faster than using hardwired, and hardwired's really fast. But this is like instantly coming back. It's almost like perfectly skilled keeps proccing, but it's not. I'm not using perfectly skilled. I'm using explosive delivery, which makes this even nastier than it was last time, because now I can bring it right back and use it again. I'm going to use the pulse, the jammer pulse, because I'm going to go to the oh my god, I'm going to go to the summit and I'm going to play it on legendary, obviously, and then so I can take care of the dogs and shit. So we just throw this at these guys. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh shit. Well, now this makes it even fun, right? That's what I was thinking. That's why I was thinking of this, right? So now you can really have some fun.
Serious trauma detected.
And he'll give me some heals back. He's gonna heal me totally. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can literally chase them down, throw it back at them again, and then do it all over again. Well, what do you think? What do you think of this? Do you think, like, the Hardwire cannot even compare to this? You know what I mean? As far as, like, getting shit back goes? Like, I've literally, how many times have you seen me bring this back now? Like, 20? I'm just fucking playing with it because I want to show you, right? So, this makes a big difference now. This is huge. Because now you can bring that shock trap back, and because we know about heals and shock traps, this makes things very interesting. Because now you can bring it back instantly and use it again. And then rinse and repeat. Just make sure you keep an eye on your shock traps or your shrapnel traps, whatever way you want to play it. Either way, it heals you. It doesn't matter if you're using either one. Just keep an eye and make sure they don't destroy all the little traps on the ground. Because if they do, then you can't bring it back, obviously, right? And I think that's what happened to me one time when I threw it, is there was too many enemies in the way or whatever. And it was the timing. I just didn't blow it up in time. But you don't always have to instantly do that. Just keep an eye on your traps. You can see them. They're all over the place. This is a good way to keep people away from you, too. You want to keep people back. This would be a good, very, 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 very good in a group. No. No, no. Let me show you the rigor. Okay. So this is what it normally does. It says interacting with your deployed skills grants the skill 25% skill damage for 10 seconds. You can't refresh the buff. You have to wait for 10 seconds. That's just for the damage. Complete uptime is the talent, and it says canceling your skills will reset their cooldown. So that means instantly reset their cooldown. Now, there is some skills that it doesn't work on. Like, if you throw it, you can time it right. It will work with the secret mines, and you can keep using secret mines like crazy, but you have to be really, really, really good at timing the blow up of those. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Again, I would say that because you're destroying your skill, some people would say, I don't know, some people would probably accuse you of glitching, but if you just read the talent on this backpack, it's actually a legitimate way of destroying skills that, you know, to bring it back instantly. That's the whole point of the backpack. So nobody can even call you a cheater on that one, or a glitcher, for that matter, because it's legit. Now, if you were spawning, like, you know, 6, 7 traps all at once, you know, like one after the other, that's a glitch. I think they fixed it, though. Although it could still be around, who knows. But being able to do this, taking it away and saying, "Hey guys, see, I didn't see they destroyed my traps." So that's what I was saying. You got to be careful when you use groups. You got to pay attention to your skills or your little traps, because otherwise it doesn't come back. That's because of the way I threw it. Still though, it's a good find. Or it could just be that I was unlucky on that one time. Remember I said once in a while it doesn't come back for you with the trap. And it's very rare that that happens though. It did it to me again. I think I know what's going on. Hold on. They didn't destroy my shit that time. Okay, well that's a good thing. That or they just got bored of using it, right? Let's see if I can switch over to the shrapnels. Quickly switch over to the shrapnels because I want to make sure I keep this big guy away from me. There, he's dead. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's how I'm talking about. That's what I mean. So for the most part, it's very consistent, and it does come back quite often. There is, like I said, I did have some times that, and I think I might have detonated it too soon after dropping it. That's probably why it fucked up. I waited a couple seconds and noticed it would come back if I waited a couple seconds. Which is fine. It's still consistent. Now, I need to test it on my little friends over here. Now, when there's four of us, when 4 of us or 3 of us are doing summit, this is what we do. I will run the shock trap. 2 of us will run shock traps. I think maybe you were watching this. And then sometimes I run shrapnel. So two will run shock, 1 will run shrapnel. And if I'm running shrapnel, I'll throw mine in the middle of their shock. So when they run through, not only do they get shocked, but they get destroyed by the explosive damage from, because I'm using explosive delivery, right? So I'm stacking explosive damage. So that boss died really quick when he touched my trap. And I'm not even wearing the chest piece. The chest piece would give me 50% skill damage when that activates. But I want explosive delivery instead. With the China, because it's the China light piece, right, on my chest. It's my usual build. I do have one red piece of rigor that I was starting to roll this. I was gonna try this as a DPS build, and I think I do have the pieces to. I think I still have the pieces. Hold on, I might still have them. So backpack. I might not. It might be different pieces too. No, I don't have that. I already have the gloves. Knee pads, I don't think I have them. I thought I did it. I thought I started to... maybe I started to roll them into that. Oh yeah, I got a rigger holster I'm gonna switch out. Because it gives me, there's many ways you can do this, right? I could farm for some rigger and get a backpack and a knee pad with some, yeah, no, this isn't a glitch. You can tell just by reading this, just read this talent. And it tells you right there, canceling your skills will reset their cooldowns instantly. That's basically what it's saying. It doesn't say like, 10 seconds it'll do it. It's instantly. There's a difference. Like I said, there's a difference between legitimately using your shock traps and then there's the other way when you've probably seen somebody using it where he had like, I don't know, he had like 10 traps out. Like he had 10 shock traps out or so, and he had some shrapnel traps and he had some healing traps. That's crap. I don't like that.
Hostile drone detected. Rogue striker drone detected.
Oh, is this drones? I don't think this affects them, but I want to see if they go through it, if it kills them. Probably not, because it's not the same as a shock. This is precisely why I'm rolling with, precisely why I was rolling with that. Which is in case. No, I really think that the developers actually intended it to be this way, and just nobody, because you don't really have to do much to activate this. That's why I honestly think this is legit. It's just that they didn't really share this information. They kind of left it up to us to figure things out. And of course, the rigger thing, I mean, that's normal. Rigger has always been that way, where you can just use your skills and just blow them up and bring them in, as long as you're using the backpack. When you use your rigger build, it brings your skills back. Not all skills, though. Like, if you throw a secret mine out and try to detonate it right away, it's not going to keep going and kill the target. It's going to detonate the thing. It might bring it back because it didn't touch anything. Oh, it almost killed the robot in one shot.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Uh-oh. No, get out of there. I gotta make sure I don't get killed by that thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to explain to somebody that was telling me, like... You little bastard, I think he interrupted my thing because he shocked or disrupted me.
System restored.
Oh no. I gotta save his ass. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Oh yeah, I am dead meat. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, so you can use it with mop. Anything. Yeah, fuck the hostage. Hey, what's going on? I hate the hostage one anyways because I always find that the hostage, like while I'm fighting something, the hostage will like kind of wander off and go like right into the heart of the enemies. And then I've got to try to get through like, 3-4 shotgunners, a big guy possibly. Yeah, that's exactly what I think it is when they get shocked. It's assuming that it's killing them. Because they can't use anything. Well, I'm going to switch over to my shock trap. Just because, and that's one of the reasons why I like the shock trap, is because of the fact that it does this. Right? Look at the coverage it has. Hey, what's up, Andrews? That's a much bigger coverage than the shrapnel. The shrapnel's nasty. Don't get me wrong. It's now here's where it gets interesting, because I'm wondering if this is affecting this. I'm really wondering if this is affecting it, because remember I switched out another piece and I made it as a red instead of a yellow. So let's put this back. We're gonna try this. I don't think I brought another rigger with me. We'll try it this way. I think that might be affecting it. So let's test it now. Okay, it's coming back. Let's try it again. It's coming back. So I think I might be onto something with that. So I wanted to make rigger into a red build, but it's not going to work as I want it to, because it seems like as soon as I take that skill tier away, there must be like a hidden percentage of it coming back. So it's 100% right now, roughly. I'm assuming if I was to put another rigger yellow piece, it would probably be guaranteed every time. But as I make these pieces red, remember I'm going to add, let's add that red piece back, but just to confirm it's not a fluke. Let's see. This would suck if that was the case. Yeah, see, it's not coming back. So, something you just learned and something I just learned is that if I try to turn rigger into a red gear set, obviously I'm losing skill tiers, and I think skill tiers might have something to do with its ability to bring back skills right away. Obviously. So, let's go back downstairs. And let's go put a rigger gloves on that are yellow, because I have a pair. I just wanted to try these ones. Interesting. You learn something every day. So, if that's the case, then even if I made the rigger a blue set, it still would do the same thing, I'm assuming. But I don't know if it's entirely based off of that. I do know that it was proccing. It was so if I put my rigger red pieces on, it was you noticed that it wasn't coming back. It was the odd time, but for the most part it wasn't coming back. As soon as I put a yellow piece back in its place, it was coming back. Almost every time. Actually, I think it was every time. It's good to know. It means that I have to be careful on the way I roll my stuff with this particular, if I want to use it that way anyways. I'm gonna test it out again. No, it did it again. I wonder, is there a hidden percentage here that I'm not seeing? Cancel on your skills will reset their cooldown. It's supposed to bring them back instantly though. Because, let me see if I can use another skill. Probably this guy right here. Actually, no. Use this guy. It's doing it again. Why is it doing that? What is going on with this? It should not be doing that. Did they when they fixed this, did they bug it or something? Like, it's doing it again. What the fuck? Is there something I'm using that it doesn't like? See, it's supposed to come back instantly. Let me see if I can narrow this down. Let me take explosive delivery off. Let's try this. It was working fine until what did I add? Nope. There's something I'm wearing. Maybe is it the vial mask? I've got to figure this out now. Is it my specialization it doesn't like? This is interesting. When I throw this out, it should always be coming back, pretty much. It's doing it again. Now let's see what happens. Let me wait for this for a second. Maybe it has to do with being not like when you're not in combat. Let's find out if that's the case. Let me just wait for these cooldowns real quick. If that's the case, then I understand how it works now, but that's the only thing I can think of. So if I get into combat, I wonder if that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. If more of us can, and there's a lot of meta builds out there, right? Everybody sticks to the meta build because, you know, that's the way to go. But that just doesn't make things interesting. Now let's see what happens now that we have this. Nope.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Okay, so I'm really stumped as to why it's not it's not coming back. It's got to be something that it's got to have something to do with my oh my god, my specialization. Let me try that. This is how I was figuring out how these traps were working. This is exactly how I was doing it. I was starting to dissect it slowly. So I'm gonna have to go back and find out if I switch my specialization to, we'll say, technician, is that going to make a difference? Maybe it just doesn't like gunner. Because maybe they figured something out that we figured something out, but they found a way to kind of counter it. Okay, so I gotta switch this up. Let's try a technician. Back we go. Yeah, you know what's funny is when when the other guys that are in my clan when they join me and we start playing, they
Need to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while.
we'll be going up the elevator and I'll yeah, I like to I could run those too. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could run those meta builds too if I wanted to, and I used to. But then I was like, this is kind of boring. Like, it's the same old shit. It's a pissing match, basically. Whoever gets the jump on who is the winner, right? When two meta builds face off, it's whoever gets the jump on who wins the fight. Whereas I can use these, and I mean, and then you know what really pisses me off is the players that say the game is dead, but not just so much them. It's the ones that say, "Oh, you're using a skill build. That's how you have to kill me. You have to use a skill build." This is what I hear. And it sounds like it kind of sounds like my daughter, the whiny shit. It's like, are you kidding me? It's in the game, bud. You're using a meta build that's doing like 10 million damage. It's not okay for me to do a skill build that can do just as much. Like, what's wrong?
Shade tech detected.
That's what I don't get. Yet it's okay for them to pull out a shield and kill me, and you know. Like, to me, it's just, it doesn't make sense. Okay, I might have narrowed this down now. Yeah.
Rogue incinerator turret detected. Rogue striker drone detected.
Okay, I think I figured her out.
Rogue sniper turret detected. Vital signs critical.
Sort of. I might have sort of figured her out.
Assault turret detected.
Okay, I think I've figured it out. You've got to leave your shock trap out just a little bit so that it knows that, you know, it's actually doing something. But I think it also has to do with being in combat. Yeah, well, that's exactly what I mean. I don't bitch that they're using, you know, um, a fucking DPS build that's doing massive amounts of damage.
Rogue incinerator turret detected.
Ooh, you got me pretty good, didn't you?
Rogue striker drone detected.
Okay.
Rogue assault turret detected.
Oh, I know.
Rogue
I
sniper
know. I
turret
know
detected.
exactly. That's exactly it. Um, it's really annoying when they do that. I mean, So what ends up happening is you get a bunch of hate, and you know it escalates to the point where they're saying, you know, you're using a skill build, for example. You know, it doesn't require any skills, and it's like, you know what? To make this build the way it is, you gotta have somewhat of a brain. It doesn't just make itself. Okay, I gotta get out here and be more aggressive. Oh. I forgot to put the mop out. Shit, my bad.
Rogue assault turret detected. Rogue incinerator turret detected.
Go take care of him, Willie.
Drone detected.
Oh no, I just gotta make sure there's no...
Rogue sniper turret detected.
Yeah, me too. Oh shit. I wish this guy would stop spamming those goddamn fucking grenades. It's driving me nuts. He's doing it again. Get this motherfucker. He's spamming at me. Okay, I gotta get over there. Alright, so I should be able to get over here. Oh shit, I thought the enemies were all dead. So they'll say crit build requires no skill. No, I don't mind those builds. Because, you know, when I see somebody running, actually, you want to know what? You want to know what I'd like to see back? I want my Nomad build back. Rise from the Dead. Remember that? I got killed so many times in the Division 1. Like, sometimes in Dark Zone I would get killed quite a bit. But Nomad would save my life so many times. I don't know if I was just lucky, but Nomad would proc constantly for me and I'd get right back up. And then they'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I'd kill them. I would end up killing them actually because I got back up and they didn't realize I was doing that. You know what? Here's what I say about COD. I don't mind the game. I don't really play it anymore because I think they went into a different direction. But with COD, I find that aim assist is very prominent in that game. So I don't really. I don't know. Aim assist doesn't really help your skills, you know what I mean? Like if I'm going to show you something right now, I don't, they have it in this game too, but I want to show you something. I have my aim assist off, I have my grenade aim assist off, and they've always been that way. I've turned them off. First thing I do before I start the game, first thing I do when I start the game is, well, when I first bought this game, is I went through the options. I knew that this game probably would have aim assist. That's the first thing I did is turn it off. I'm old too. I'm 40. Well, I don't know. You might be older than me, but I'm 43. So I don't know. I just like, I don't know. I like the feeling of knowing that I actually shot them in the head. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I know what you mean. But COD is just, I mean, it's dominated by younger people anyways, but... Oh yeah, for sure. Now, I have a question for you. You know some of these guys that look like they look like they're really good with sticky bombs, but why do I get the feeling that if you took the aim assist away from those guys, they probably wouldn't be very good at hitting people with those? Yeah. I mean, I get called. I'm 43 and I get called old now, but I don't think this generation understands that that's not old. I was born in '79, so I think I was the last. I think the year that I was born was the last of the Gen X. Yeah, no, I know. So I learned from um, the older generation, right? So, and then plus I've learned new stuff, right? Yeah, 79. I believe 79 was the last year for Gen X. So it's kind of cool because I came in like learning computers before, you know, they have what they have now. So I've been able to hone my skills all those years because of being coming in at that time and still knowing other ways of doing things as well and new ways. It's kind of like a hybrid build. But it's like that video says, go get yourself a Gen X friend, but they're probably going to just tell you to fuck off. It's true, for the most part. They were referring to the, I think they were referring to the, like the newer generation, because the newer generation talk shit. it's not to the point where, you know, I don't get up 40 times a night to go pee. I'm not that old. Actually, I don't even get up at all in the middle of the night. It's very rare. I know that's coming in the future, but for now, it's good. So, let's go back and put Gunner back on, because I want to see if that theory was right. Yeah, I know, for sure. I know my reaction speed is probably not as quick as, well, I mean, like, as far as, like, thinking-wise probably goes. It's getting slower down. Like, it slows down as you get older, but, I can tell you one thing. Gaming does do quite a few. Gaming does do things for you, though. It does, and your hand-eye coordination is still... I guarantee you, even though you're going to be 50, I guarantee you your hand-eye coordination is probably still pretty decent. Because that's one thing. It's funny because growing up, you know, your parents and whatever and everybody else would say, you know, like, video games don't do anything for you. Well, actually they do. They help your hand-eye coordination out greatly. And I noticed this because when things used to, like, fall, I'd be like, snap, I'd be able to grab it, like, out of the air before it even hit the ground. I was like, and if I didn't play video games, I guarantee you my reaction wouldn't have been that quick. Yeah. What was it? I don't know how many times. I don't know how many times I caught my son from almost hitting his head off the floor. That's how. So I was like, yeah. And I looked at my wife. I said, yeah, those damn video games, eh? Thank God for those. Because then my fucking reaction speed's much quicker. And my daughter, same thing. I've caught her quite a few times before she smashed her face off the ground. And then I think the scariest part was one time I was at we had a cottage right at the lake, we had a beach and the lake was right there, like 30 feet from the lake or so. And one of my wife's cousins' kids was on the dock fishing, and obviously he had a life jacket on just in case, but there was somebody else down there with him, and he wasn't paying attention, and I decided to go down there and kind of watch, and if I wouldn't have been down there, that kid would have been dead. So he took his life jacket off. I don't know why. I didn't notice at first. And he was screwing around on the dock. And I wasn't watching what he was doing, but I just kept telling him, I was like, stop doing that. And the next thing I know, he's about to, he literally falls in between a boat and the lake. And I grab him before his foot even touches the water. That's how fast I turned around and grabbed him. I don't know how I knew. And that's when I noticed he didn't have a life jacket on. I said, if I wouldn't have been down here, because this guy that's standing on the dock right now, that was her wife's, that was my wife's sister's husband. I said, he won't fucking pay attention anyway, so you probably would have drowned. Right? He would have, because the guy that was down there, which, like I told you, my wife's sister's husband, now ex-husband, he wasn't even paying attention. He had headphones on. He wouldn't even know, and the kid would have drowned. Do I run in the DZ? Well, I do sometimes. Usually not by myself. I used to do it by myself, but I get too many 4v1s now, so I mean, I might try it one of these times once I get the right build put together. Without being a meta build, that is. Now, I know explosive delivery works great, but yeah. Well, that's the thing in COD too, right? Most people that are sniping in COD, like there's the odd person that's actually pretty good, but a lot of the players, they do the quick snipe thing. They're not even really. It's because the aim assist is helping their ass out when they're not actually using the scope. They're no scoping people. That's fucking aim assist right there, boys. For sure. Not even gonna say it's not, because it is. Now, the reason why they added that to the games these days is because um, if they didn't add that to the games, there wouldn't be as many people playing because people get pissy, right, when they can't shoot something because they don't know how to aim properly. What, aim assist? Yeah, I know it does. I guarantee you he's probably fucking gotten mad a couple of times when somebody's quick scoped him and he's like, you fucking aim assist. I guarantee you he's bitched about aim assist. Or, yeah, quick scope, sorry. Yeah, I guarantee you Dr. Disrespect would get pissy about that. So I decided one time when I was playing COD, I decided one time to turn aim assist off. And, yeah, that was a mistake. Because, everybody else had theirs turned on. So, it was manual. I mean, I was still killing people, but it was annoying because I knew, I know that they didn't turn theirs off, so. But I mean, that's your choice, right? If you want to turn it on or off. What I didn't trust, though, and this is the thing and I'm nothing against PC players, but in COD, there's crossplay with Xbox, PlayStation, and, of course, PC. Now, you can tell when you see the symbols who's what. And I used to hate playing, because I used to like Gunfight. Gunfight was really fun. Until they started really messing with it, and then it didn't like it anymore. But, and whenever we would go against PC players, I wouldn't fucking play. I wouldn't play against them. I'm like, nope. It says they're using controllers, but I guarantee you they're probably using mouse and keyboard, and it's assuming that it is a controller. I didn't trust it. I didn't trust it because the PC versions of games can be modded, and it's more easily manipulated. And I mean, I don't mind having cross-play with Xbox, and it's fun with some games with PC, but COD is not one of them. I'm not a fan of COD when there's crossplay. You can turn it off. You don't have to play against. You can't. Well, I mean, considering what's going on right now in the DZ with some people, it's kind of hard to decipher the difference between if you're actually getting killed by somebody that's good or if you're getting cheesed by somebody that probably paid $200 for Cronus Zen. It used to be really easy to see the difference between skill and non-skill. But these days, now you go in the DZ, you don't know who's doing what. We were in the DZ not long ago, 3 of us, and we came across this group. They were killing everybody, and we thought, oh, these guys are really good, right? Until we looked a little bit closer at what they were doing. So what would happen is when they would come near us, Let me try to see if I can get an example. Let's pretend there's no wall here. So I'm basically running like this, but I'm not moving anywhere. And every time they came near us, we would lag like a son of a bitch. We wouldn't be able to move. We couldn't use our skills. As soon as they went away from us, we were fine. Now, I don't know if it was just because their connection was shitty, but I mean, it was awful suspicious that they were killing everybody, and everybody was experiencing the same thing, right? Because we had our area chat on, so we could hear everybody else, and everybody was complaining about the same thing. We can't move when these guys get near us. We are like running. Pretend you're running like this, but you're not moving, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Nobody could use skills. Nobody could use anything. Yes, you can tell the difference between good players and suspicious players. There is a difference, you can see. But whatever was going on that night, there was about, I don't know, half the server was playing like we were all fighting these manhunts, and we were all getting stuck in place. And no, that we were not getting riot foamed, if that's what you're going to ask. We just were lagging really bad when they came near us. Now, I don't, maybe they're from a different, maybe they're from Europe or something, I don't know. I checked my ping was great. So I was really stumped as to what was going on. And me and many others. Well, that's exactly what it is. I wouldn't say that, it's like when you play Conflict, right? People say, oh, you play Conflict. So, you know, it's like you're, I don't know. They don't think that you're as good in the DZ just because you're decent in Conflict. But that's totally not true, because you still use the same abilities in the DZ and still kill. Actually, I find that in the DZ, your shit hits harder than it does in Conflict. And I know this because I put a build together and I was running it in Conflict, and it was doing okay damage. And then I took that same build and I went into the DZ and I was two-shotting people with it. So, two different animals, right? Damage-wise. That's why there is certain builds that work in Conflict and they don't work in the Dark Zone, because I believe that Conflict does cater to the meta builds more than anything. Whereas when you go in the DZ, those meta builds will still work, but they can be defeated much easier. Because now your damage is not capped. Oh, I don't care about toxic chat either. It depends on how far they go, though. That all depends on that. We had a guy that was being really toxic one time, to the point where we just muted his ass. Because it was beyond not, it was no longer funny. Because now he's just being a dick. And I don't know why he was being a dick, because he kept getting killed. Like what he would do is he'd come out of the door of the checkpoint, and he'd drop a stinger hive, and he'd run all the way out to the past the part where the guns are, and then he'd go rogue. And he was running glass cannon, right? So, of course, the stinger hive is going to hit hard because he's running glass cannon. But he was, before he went rogue, he was like being really toxic, and so we got him back. I mean, he did get the jump outs. We were just doing a landmark. So what I did, because it was the invaded Dark Zone, right? The second time it was the invaded Dark Zone, because we saw him again. And there is no guns there, so it doesn't matter. So he was just dropping shit. So what we did is, when we killed him, we all threw shrapnel traps all around the fucking door. And this guy, and we went rogue, right? We'd go rogue, so that when the minute the minute he stepped out the door, he was pretty much instantly dead. But we didn't shit talk him. There's a difference. We didn't shit talk him. We could have, but we didn't. Why? Because it's not worth it. And I wouldn't say that you really necessarily have to be good to have fun in the Dark Zone.
You have received an invite to another agent's group.
Because I'm not staying on. I think that's not really true. Because I can still have fun even if I'm not good in the DZ that day. It depends on what I'm wearing. I can kill some people too. It's not like I can't kill anybody. I don't claim to be the best though, that's the difference. It's like when I have a PS5 for example, and there was somebody a while back that realized that I was on PS5 and he started being nasty about it. Like, I mean, some of us did pre-order our shit so that we would be getting it for sure. I don't know if I don't think the chill out mask is ever going to drop, to be honest. I mean, it could. I don't know. But I don't think so, because I think they turned it off. It's unfortunate, too, because that's a good mask. I have one. That's exactly right. What I'm saying, though, is we'll be in there having fun, because we're having fun just farming or something, right? We know that people can attack us. We know. It's just when they take it a step too far and they go, okay, they kill us and then say, ha ha ha, bitch, you know, or something like that. And it's like, really? And yeah, when did your balls drop yet or what? No, yeah, I didn't think so. That was a winter event. They turned it off. Um, like I said, it's unfortunate. Some people didn't get the mask because they didn't do it, but some people didn't know where to get it too, because I had questions about that. And it was just that little, it was at the summit, but you can't get it anymore because he doesn't drop it. But that little, the little loot goblin guy comes along. I don't know if you guys have ever played Diablo 3, but you know what I mean by that. The little loot guy. They copied that from Diablo 3. They made one little soldier guy that kind of is like a loot goblin, and he drops gear. You know what? I don't think no, I don't think so. I don't think that I don't. I'm almost positive that the Thieves' Den is no longer existent, because when you hack the little things on the wall, it doesn't tell you where to go next, or you know what I mean, like it used to. Used to know where to do, where to go. There is like a safe house, but I don't know if that's considered to be the same. I don't think so. I remember the Thieves' Den. That gun is such a piece of junk. I think I have two of those. The Slayer gun. No, they got rid of that a while ago. Who knows? Maybe they'll bring it back, and because I remember seeing a little preview of the things that they were going to be bringing with this new content, and I believe I saw something called Dark Zone 2.0, kind of like when they did Rogue 2.0 in Division 1. Now that's a game that I used to be good at right there. The first division, I used to kill all kinds of people in that game. And same thing with this. When it first came out, I was really good in the DZ with this as well. But as soon as shit started going sideways, maybe it was just because people were bringing shit out. I don't know, but it's still pretty decent. The thieves' den was kind of fun. Not sure why they got rid of it actually. I just I think it's because it wasn't. Maybe they thought it wasn't as rewarding. Like Survival. Okay, the first division. I don't know if you guys played Survival. I'm sure you did. I think everybody did. But Survival, I found Survival just, to me, it was fun, but it wasn't rewarding enough to be enjoyable. I found you would spend, like about an hour or so, maybe half an hour going through Survival, kill the hunters, and then you're like, okay, that's all I got. Like, that's it. I did all this work for this. I didn't find it. I mean, they could have probably touched on that more. Oh yeah, Underground was my favorite. I pretty much lived in the Underground in Division 1. Well, that and the DZ. I went into the DZ a lot in that. Like I said, I didn't find Survival bad. I just didn't find it very rewarding as I think it should have been. Right? Because you had to do a lot of shit. And here's the thing. You could get killed pretty quick if somebody found a gun before you. I had that happen to me many times, where I'd be like checking everywhere and trying to find a gun. Next thing I know, bang, I'm dead because somebody found a gun, like in the building beside me that I didn't look in yet. I think that's basically what Heartland's supposed to be. I think it's going to be like a mix of a battle royale type game / survival mixed in together, basically. That's what it seems like to me. Because battle royale games are, let's face it, some of us might not enjoy those type of games, but the majority of people will probably in this generation, to be precise, will enjoy that shit. I hope it's good, but I have a feeling I'm going to be back to playing this, and maybe the odd time going to that game. Yeah, no, I thought they were going to bring it back and maybe make it more rewarding. Um, this new content, though, has got me really wanting to know. I know I don't want to rush them, but I really want to know, like, I would like them to drop some more information, at least. I hate the fact that they're being this quiet. Like, give us an update. Hey, we're still testing it. It's pretty good. You know, maybe not tell us the real date. Maybe make up a date that it might be coming out, even if it doesn't mean it is. Or tell us what's going on. Like this week we're gonna show you some things from this from the content that you could do. Stuff like that. Not, hey guys, yeah, we don't have anything to say. But hey, it's coming soon. I don't want them to rush it, don't get me wrong. I don't want them to rush it at all. I want to know what's going on with it. Because when you're quiet about it like this, it kind of makes you wonder, are they really going to do it? Are they going to cancel it? Like, because they didn't feel it was good enough, or what? Like, I would be really pissed off if they did that. Yeah. I have the Division 1, but I have to jump on my other account for that. It runs not too bad on this. Um, when I first tried the Division 1 on PS5, it was really laggy, but I think it was because of the monitor I was using. I think it was a 4K monitor, but I don't think it was a good one because the TV I'm using now is a Samsung 65 inch, and when I put the Division 1 on this one, it's nice and smooth for the most part. So that goes to tell me that it must have been something to do with maybe the refresh rate, I don't know, like the quickness. Maybe HDR made a big difference, I don't know. But ultimately I came back here to check real quick to see if I could fix that. I just wanted to confirm if that is true, for what I was thinking there with with these things not coming back. So I'm gonna go back to Gunner because I want to see if that's gonna work. Maybe it's because I'm out of combat and I'm trying to bring these back and they're just like it's not acknowledging it. I can confirm that by going into combat and finding out.
We need you to secure a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
Oh yes, I cleared my schedule alright. Okay, I need to test this out. If it's still doing it, then I don't know what to say. It doesn't like Gunner. Maybe it just knows what my idea is, and it's like, nope, it's not happening. But nice try. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was gonna say rogue agents. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. Alright, let's do this.
Serious trauma detected.
Let's try not to die at the same time. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so it's kind of iffy.
Agent in my sight.
You probably heard that from me. Yeah, no, it does. I just need to get injured so I can show you. There you go. Okay, so it's still doing it. So I think it's a matter of it just doesn't like Gunner as much. It's gotta be, because it works on Technician.
Targeting that agent.
Oh, come on, get over here. Come on. There we go. And what a heal that is. Like that heal, don't you?
The man here.
And it's still doing it to me. Okay. Oh, but I'm using the thing, so it came back. See, it's not coming back again.
Do this all day.
Yeah, you know what? When I played the Division 1, I usually stuck to like either Strikers or Predator's Mark. That was my favorite too.
Hang on, I'm reloading. I'll put him down.
Oh, he's killing my target for me. Okay, stop killing shit. Oh, they ran away from it. There we go. There's the heal. See it? Boom. And he's not dead. He will be in a minute, but well, sorry. Let me say that right. I played three builds is what I played. Nomad was the other one. So I gotta ask this question because I don't want to get problems here because of there was a guy that was in my comments back there a little bit. I think it was either today or yesterday. And apparently when I remade, like I didn't remake, I made another video about this thing, but apparently I might have explained things a little too fast. So he asked me to make another video, and I was like, well, I mean, I can do it, but I don't think they're gonna like seeing another fucking video about this. That's the problem, right? So I'm kind of I don't know what to do. Should I just like make a new video, slow it down, and maybe do that? Like, is that gonna like? I just don't want to, you know. Somebody says, "Oh shit, it's another video about this again." You know what I mean?
Nearby hostage situation detected.
Well, I'm going around killing people with a mop, so. I don't need some milk yet. If I don't get my shit together, though, I'm gonna need some milk. Bring that back a little bit. Here, have some more. I'm in love with that shock. You hear that? Damn. Somebody was having a bad day. You have been paying attention to, you know what? I was kind of happy the other day. I think it was yesterday. You know the guy that comes in here sometimes. His name's Dispatch. Well, somebody made a, nice. Somebody made a kind of a rude comment on my video, and Dispatch basically let him have it. which is kind of nice for a change, because I deal with a lot of comments. You know, if I discover something, it's like, you know, oh yeah, everybody knows about that. I'm like, well, I mean, before I put this out, because I discovered this, before I did this, I thought about, you know, like, is anybody else doing this? Like, does anybody else know about this? And I looked, and I looked, and I looked, and I couldn't find any. I could find, like the shock trap glitches that have nothing to do with healing. I found those. And it was mostly, like, shock trap damage. But I couldn't find anything about shock trap heals.
Terminal and hostile control.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But this guy was like, he persisted off of YouTube. He found my information, and he sent me messages off of YouTube, like through my mail, like my email, and just like going off on this tangent. And I'm like, dude, like, it's one thing to comment on my YouTube video, but now you're like actually emailing me because if I put my email in there, now you're actually using my personal email to do this shit, and that's not cool. Like, it's a goddamn thing I discovered. Like, you think it's the end of the world or something. It might be. Oh, the healing traps for sure are the least thing. Oh shit.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
This should heal me. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What'd you think of that heal? That's a healing trap right there, guys. Oh wait, no it's not. It's a shock trap that's healing me. Who needs a heal trap when you can just use the shock one? You don't need to. You don't need to use the healing trap anymore. It's useless. After what I've just found out, it's useless. Pretty much.
Vital signs critical.
Or Spider-Man climbs up the fucking wall. I forgot they can do that. I forgot they could do that. Did you see that? Did you see how calmly that robot walked up the side of the thing there, came in, took a shot at me, and then walked away like it was no big deal. And then he just hopped back down like, oh, I'm done. You're dead. I sniped him. I don't know. You look at the AI in this game sometimes, and it just kind of makes you wonder, like, wow. This one right here, Achilles Pulse. I have it. It's nice. You want to know something about this pulse? It's really nice. You can use it without being anything, but if you're running a full skill build and you run this, it's really handy for anybody that might be sniping on your team, because it doesn't just show you the weak points; it shows everybody on your team the weak points. And I believe, if I'm correct on this, they can hit those weak points and cause more damage because you did it for them. I use that on a sniper build I have. I use it with Perfect Headhunter, and it allows me to do almost 100 million damage. But first I gotta get a headshot, right? I've never used overcharge with that pulse. So what happens is I'll use the Achilles Pulse, and I'll get a headshot. I'll hit him in the head, kill him, and then my next headshot with the Nemesis is going to do at least 50 plus million damage minimum with the build that I use. It ranges from 50 to 100. It depends on how generous it feels, I guess. I don't know why it varies but like that, but I mean 50 million damage, I mean shit. Body shots are like 25 million. Like if you're in the DZ and you're hitting somebody for 25 million, I'm sorry, but they're dead. They might not like drop instantly, but they're going down for sure. It's guaranteed. It's not even going to matter how much armor they have. I have actually one-shotted somebody in the dark zone many times with that gun. I don't know. I like both. One thing I like about the Mantis is I can do this and still hit them. Whereas if I do this same movement with the Nemesis, even though I've got a crosshair right between his eyes and I take that shot, I find that because you're moving with the Nemesis, it misses. 9 times out of 10, it will miss the shot. You'll see it go through, but it won't register. I don't know if it's because you were moving, but I can do this with the Mantis and I can hit headshots pretty good. And it still hits its target. But then, again, when I put Nemesis on, do the same thing, it's like it doesn't hit the target. It doesn't register the headshot. It's like you missed, basically. And I'm not sure why. Because I can go into Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Recon Breakpoint, do the same thing that I'm doing right here, where I do this down my sights. I can move, and I can still hit that headshot from way out. And let's face it, Ghost Recon Breakpoint's bullets physics, the bullet physics in that game are way more accurate than this one. Because if you look very carefully, if something is, let's go all the way back here for a minute. In that game, if you're shooting from here, you're not gonna get like crazy bullet drop, but you'll get slight bullet drop. Whereas if I'm right here and I have, an assault rifle, there doesn't seem to be any bullet drop. I can still hit a headshot from here. And I'm not talking about using a sniper rifle. I'm just talking about a rifle, or even an assault rifle. I can still, without looking down your sights, you can still. It doesn't matter. Look at the Scorpio, right? I can headshot somebody from way to hell over on the other side of the thing here with this thing. If I tried doing that with a shotgun in Ghost Recon, that would never happen. It would never. The bullet would never make it. It just wouldn't. Because that's the reality of things. Is shotguns in real life, they do have a range. Especially if it's buckshot has a range. Once you're outside of that radius, it's not hitting you. Doesn't matter if you can see him shooting at you or not. It's not hitting you. Now, if he's using a slug, that might be a problem. Because those go straight, right? There's no spread on those. They go straight. I have a couple white deaths, but I don't think I have one that's actually decent, to be honest. One of these days, I don't know when, but one of these days I gotta take some time out and I've gotta do this, where I open up my inventory and I say, okay, my inventory is 149 out of 150. We need to fix this problem. Then, we need to do this. I need to go to my stash, and I think it's close to 300. I think it's almost maxed out too. I need to go through my stash and start emptying out all the shit that I have, because I know there's lots of garbage in there that I need to get rid of. I just keep collecting shit. Like you said, hoarding. I'm hoarding all the guns in the game. But I should get rid of some of them because some of them are really shitty. I don't have any purple ones if you're asking that though. Let me see what mine are. I have to go way down into mine. Guns, I got lots of guns. What do you want? You want a pistol? What do you want? You want Slayers? I got 2 of them. You want vectors? I got some vectors. I got machine guns, Sniper rifles, what do you want? Actually, I've cleaned out a lot of my guns. I had more than this. I had, like, a lot of guns. I still have guns. Like, there's a bunch of guns I need to get rid of. Like, I'm never gonna use this gun. It's a piece of shit. I don't know about this one. I have the darkness, which is really not the greatest. I'll probably get rid of that one too, because I can probably get a better one. I got white death there and white death there, and I got one white death there. So I don't need these two. I can get rid of those now. Yeah. What? Are you serious? You got one guy that just has guns, one guy that has just name gear, and you... Oh my god. What? You know, I have the expansion, you probably do too. I have the New York expansion, so when I start a new character, as long as the character is not a hardcore character, I can literally, once I get to the White House... Hey, what's up? I can literally go to the White House and go right here and go right to New York and get right to level 30 right away, and then just start beefing them up from 30 to 40. Which is great, and I can do that every time. All I have to do is get to the White House first, which is not that hard. It's not. It's annoying, but it's not hard to get to the White House. Hey, let me see what you're wearing. Intimidate, adrenaline rush, and... Okay, so here's a good example of a meta build. So it gives him 1.5 million armor, and he's got the striker shield, and he's got a decoy. And he's running in sync on both of his weapons. He's got an orbit. Oh, I've got an orbit too. He's using Firewall. Okay. So, guaranteed, if he's in the dark zone, he's killing people. He's gonna kill people. Yeah, you just gave me you gave me that same idea actually. I might take all my guns, put it on another character, and I might take my other shit, put it on, and make another character, and then make another character, and put all my my gear sets with that guy. Yeah. So what do? Anyways, you go into your stash and just start taking shit out on your other character. You just start taking it out of your thing and putting it in his inventory, and then just then it frees up space on your main character's stash. I'm assuming that's what you do, right? You just take you have access to the stash once you're 30. Maybe, yeah, I think it's about that. Yeah, so that would be perfect because then I just take all my gear sets. And would, you know, when I need something, I can go over into the other guy and just say, hey, I need this. Okay, cool. It just gave me the ultimate idea too, is to put all the shit on somebody on another character, and then come back and empty this guy out, and then go farm all the green sets, and then deconstruct them all, because you get electronics every time you deconstruct one of the green pieces. You get 4 electronics per piece. Yeah. But what I was saying is I would empty this guy out completely, like his inventory, and then obviously I'd be running my farming set, and then I would just go to the summit, farm green gear so I can get all my electronics back up and all my other shit back up, and then whatever I don't need, I can just sell all that shit at the... And I wouldn't need it anyways, right? But I'd just sell the rest here and make money. It's a good way to get your money flowing. Hey, I wonder. Hold on a second. There's something I didn't test. Just gave me an idea. My money's always empty. See, I'm broke. I got 11,276. Okay, so I want to try something out because somebody just gave me an idea to try out.
Agent in need of backup.
Nope. Okay, it was worth a try. Where did my thing go? I gotta look real quick again. Well, I can tell you one thing right now. I'm gonna squash this one right away. It doesn't work on this one. I'm pretty sure that was destroyed. Nope. What the hell? That was weird. Maybe it's because I have to do this first.
Serious trauma detected.
Let me try this again. Okay. What was the other one? Okay, so I've squashed two of these ideas already. Okay, let's try that. There we go. Okay, so let me see what I have on me right now. Did I not pull that into my inventory?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Let me try this. Interesting. I want to show you something really quick.
Vital signs critical.
Okay. So. Oh shit. It's healing. Come on, hurry up. Okay. So I have 0 health and 0 armor. Well, some armor. You see my armor recharging quick, but my other isn't? Watch this. This is something else that I found out as well. This works as well, and this is why I've been checking further into this. So I'm using gunner right now, but if I go over to firewall, I want to show you something in the firewall tree that's interesting. In the firewall tree, there is something that's frontline recovery. It says 30% health on kill. 30% health on kill. Watch this. It seems to like that as well.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Watch my health bar. It's on the bottom. Bloop. See? It works with that one too. So, essentially, if you really wanted to, let's hurt ourselves again. This should work. If I've done this right, it's going to work both ways. It's going to heal me not only in armor, it's also going to heal my health as well. At the same time. Watch this. Yup, it does. Look at that. Boom, boom. Health full, armor full at the same time. So you have to use firewall for that. Or you have to put health on kill. Which I don't know if you have mods for that, but... So you can essentially save yourself from death. Pretty good. Right? Let's do that again. Pay attention here. I found something that's pretty much the same, but it's health on kill. It's gonna recharge both things. Oh, shit, I didn't have the right gun out. My bad. I forgot to put the mop out, my bad. In this case, you would want to put either armor on kill, because you're using the firewall, right? So you need armor on kill. So I've got my mop out now. It should heal both. There we go. It heals both of them instantly. So, if you use firewall and you want to completely save yourself from death, possibly, then yeah, put some armor on kill on your firewall, or use the mop. Just pull the mop out when you need it, and throw the trap out, and it'll heal both your health and your armor at the same time, instantly. Good to know. I've been wondering about that because I was going through the specializations. What gloves are they? I might not have them. Damage to health, damage to armor. Okay, that's not it. Fuck. I don't think so. No, I don't. No, I don't. What gloves are they, by the way? They're not the death grips, are they? Anyways, it's I've got to go get my daughter, but I'm glad that I found a second thing. So, if you put armor on kill on your thing, and if you do happen to have health on kill gloves, I don't know which ones they are, but I don't have those ones. They are the death grips. Okay, I need to get some of those. Can you farm those in the summit? Can you or do you have to get them in a specific spot? I've never really played with them, so I don't know. But interestingly enough, it works the same way, right? The shock trap will activate both. Oh, DZ only? Okay. I think I've had them at one point. Alright, so. In that case, you can use Firewall if you don't have the death grips. They work just as good. And, but if I wasn't using Firewall, my health wouldn't have went up like that. That's how I know that it works. So health on kill and armor on kill are golden. They both recharge quickly with the shock trap. Alright, for now I gotta go pick her up and, make supper, and I'll be back later, but now you have another piece of information. Now you know that health on kill also works with the shock trap as well, so if you want to really stack on both, I mean, you could potentially save your entire life from death, right?